What's your y'all? Well, as part of our Saratoga Daily Stakes play today, we're going to look at Friday's featured race, and that is the Shuvee. Used to be the Shuvee handicap for many a year, but now just a graded stakes, grade two, eighth race on the Friday card, running a mile and an eighth for 4-year-olds and up, fillies and mares. And important note, much like Gulfstream, Saratoga's mile and an eighth races on the dirt start on a turn. So inside horses do have a little bit of an edge, and we want to keep that in mind. If you remember, we talk about Gulfstream, the Pegasus, or the Florida Derby that are mile and an eighth races on the turn. It does make a really big difference. This is a smaller field, so perhaps the disadvantage isn't as great for the outside horses, but it is something you want to keep in mind, particularly if a horse wants to get up amongst the leaders. So there it is. Taking a look at these one at a time, Gunsong is a pretty consistent performer, and Mark Hennig likes to gear up for Saratoga. And he's always a really good sleeper type of trainer you want to pay attention to. This is third off the layout for Gunsong. This is a pretty consistent performer at the graded stakes level. Looked like a horse who, the last race, you can't be real happy about it, losing to Malibu Beauty, and basically went 1-2 all the way around the track. So I don't know how good a race it was, but coming in third off the layoff, I imagine Gunsong's going to run a lot better, particularly in the two hole. Should get to the lead and has a shot. If Raging Sea falters, Gunsong may just be there. But I like the consistency, and again, the Mark Hennig angle is a good one. So at 10-1, we'll use Gunsong. Malibu Beauty just ran her career best race at 7 years old. Not going to happen again. I think it's just a case that the trainer says, "Hey, she's running well. Why not? We'll go for the gold late in her career and see what happens." She's going to be part of the pace picture, coming from the extreme outside, but I don't think we can honestly pick her as a horse who has a shot to wire this field. So we're going to let Malibu Beauty go. Leslie's Rose, I don't know what to do with this horse. Honestly, since the Ashland at Keeneland, this horse really hasn't made any steps forward to be prominent in the division. Okay, she's got to run against Torpedo Anna. We all know that. But really, aside from that, she really, it's hard to figure her out as to when you're going to get a good race out of her. Her record at Saratoga is not very good, and and when you see a horse like Leslie's Rose, who normally comes off the pace, and they send early, which I believe they did a couple back at Saratoga. A lot of times that means that the horse doesn't like the track and they know it. So they'll just say, look, send her and we'll see what happens. But she's going to beat me here. I just don't like her at 5-1. And I want value underneath because obviously we're dealing with a really short favorite here. So I'll pass on Leslie's Rose. Pride's Crossing is the other Chad Brown. That's symbolic here only. I don't think it means what it normally does on the turf. We possibly have to use counterintuitive analysis to figure out which Chad Brown to use. This one's pretty good. I think is making some good progress. I think Prize Crossing's in here. That's sort of a test. It's not the greatest of fields. And so let's just see what she's got and see if we can move her forward. I don't like seeing Chad Browns who, after they break their maiden, kind of stick around in the allowance level without a graded stakes. And I start to wonder if Chad Brown wonders what this horse really has. Pretty good performer, needs to get better, needs to get faster, but when you do have some vulnerability of some of the other more prominent horses, and this one probably is going to run pretty well, throw her in the mix at 15-1, just in the bottom of the exotics, and that's where we intend to use her, and that's what the asterisk means. Raging Sea's the pick to win this race. She is the best horse here. She's got a good record at Saratoga, a great record at the distance. The last race, I didn't really know what the strategy was, being all the way at the back in the mud. Maybe she didn't like the mud, I don't know, but she made a really fierce run in the stretch, had too much to do. She's not going to do that again. We know what she likes to do. She likes to be up amongst the leaders. She may even take the lead in this race. I just think she's the best horse, and I think that I can't really see anybody posing a major threat to beat her here. So we're going to go with Raging Sea. Dazzling Move has been a bit different horse at 4 years old. Had last couple of races have been pretty good, but you note she hasn't won, and has been losing by a little bit more each time. The last one was in the mud, that's true, but horses like that. I mean, when it's it's hard to see her making another move forward to be really dangerous here. Um, and I mean, that's really the issue I have. And at 5-2, I just can't do it. And so I'm just gonna let her beat me. I'm just gonna throw her out. I'd rather have Gunsong, who's closer to the inside. Will have a speed edge. Will be able to get to where she wants to, and that will force Dazzling Move to rate. And I don't know that that's really what she wants to do. So we're gonna let Dazzling Move go. Sidamara for Bill Mott. He finally got his first win at the Spa. He's been a little cold so far. His barn has been red hot at Aqueduct and elsewhere for quite some time. It's only natural that he's going to cool off at some point. Bill Mott's too good a trainer to stay that way for very long. However, is Sidamara the horse who's going to all of a sudden, send him into the stratosphere again? I don't think so. This is a pretty good horse, has shown some spots, but I mean, the last race was a pretty indicative as a horse who really didn't do much running at all. Looked like a horse who needed a race. And knowing Bill Mott and how he trains is that he will put a horse in a lesser race off the bench and then be planning to run them in a graded stakes later on. Well, here you go. You're in the Shuvee. So, do I expect Sidamara to run better? Absolutely. Is it enough to win this race? Probably not. Especially when you consider this horse will be coming from off the pace. I don't know how much pace there's really going to be in this race. I don't think Gunsong can win it, nor could Dazzling Move or even Raging Sea if they really gun it from the front, or Malibu Beauty for that matter. But it should be honest. And I think, Sidamara running her best race probably puts her at the bottom of the exotics and kind of suck up third. So that's where we'll use Sidamara at 10-1 for the price. And again, we're trying to find prices underneath to get a decent ROI with Raging Sea on top. So here's our wagering strategy. No value bets. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Gunsong at 10-1, but I'm not real confident there. I just think Raging Sea is the horse to beat, period. So we'll go exactas 5-2, 5-4, 5-1, and to be honest, I don't know if I'd really want to even do that many. I'd probably just go 5-2 and leave it there. And then trifecta, we'll go 5 with 2 with 1-4, and then 5 with 1-4 with 2. And that's it. Real simple. This would be the type of race I would use more for the pick 4, pick 5, pick 6 as a single. And but if you choose to play it individually, there it is. And hopefully that will help you in your own wagering strategy. I wish you the best of luck however you play it. If you do like content like this, of course, please like and subscribe. And thanks to all of you who continue to grow the community. We have got an individual post on the Haskell that is running this weekend. We will have a pick 5 sequence for Saratoga on Saturday. And we're going to try to get a post in for Del Mar opening day. Or perhaps Saturday, depending which one looks more promising to me. For those of you who, like me, who play both tracks, I thought, we'd give a little extra treat. I don't want to ignore Del Mar because I really like it, and I play it all the time. But I just never seem to have the time to post for both. But I'm going to try to make it this time. So those of you who are on the West who like to play Del Mar, I'll try to accommodate you as best I can. So, plenty of more content coming from Right at the Wire, and so be on the lookout for more. That's it from here. I'll talk to you soon, and until then, be well.